If you have been cheated upon by your partner, by your girlfriend, she will do it again. Emotionally, physically, entertaining other dudes, portraying herself in a way that says, oh, I'm open. I'm inviting all these guys into my life, keeping that conscious mind, conscious openness to other men. She will do it again. In this video, I will be sharing with you the 7 reasons you need to let her go. This is going to hit you differently. If any of the 7 reasons that I'll be mentioning in this video apply to your relationship, it's time to make that cold decision to let her go. It's not going to be easy. It's going to hit you. There is no way you will spend time with somebody continuously and not have feelings or develop strong feelings for this person. It's impossible. These 7 reasons, I went through them and thought about them carefully before bringing them to you. If these reasons apply in your relationship, you must let her go. Let's jump right into it. Number 1 would be she is disrespectful. Let me start by saying to you that a woman's love for you is her respect. And if she doesn't respect you, that means she doesn't love you. A lot of people are often going to argue on this. What is a definition? What is the definition of love for a woman? Is her respect for you. If you found yourself in a relationship that this person often stands against you in every single thing, every single opinion that you have, there's a rebuttal, there's a pushback. If this person even goes as further as, using some strong language or words on you, or making you feel disrespected, making you feel like a lowlife, making you feel like you're up to nothing, making you feel like you're absolutely useless, like that boundary has been crossed. When there's no boundary, there's no relationship. And the boundary for a relationship for a woman is her respect to you. If the respect is gone, my friend, the relationship is over. It's over. Call it a quit right now. And I'm not kidding with you. It's going to be painful. You are going to have to sit down and deal with the emotions that come with this, and probably even shed tears. I don't know. Many of you might. But if she constantly disrespects you, if this is now a behavior, if this is not welcomed in the relationship, I'm telling you, no woman can stay with a man who they constantly disrespect. If a woman finds herself constantly disrespecting you and you do not do anything about it, what you're doing is you are reinforcing that behavior. You are validating that behavior, and that behavior is going to continue. It's going to continue till one day she realizes you're just a low life anyways, like I said, and she's going to leave. She will be the one to leave. And when a woman leaves you, there is no hope of that relationship ever coming back to its fullness again. When a woman gets so disrespectful to you to the point that you let it slide and then she eventually leaves, man, you are indeed what she has called you all this while. You must put your feet strong and decide that this is the end of this relationship. Your continuous disrespect to me, I would not take that. I will not stand for that. You do not want to be the guy who is being disrespected in his relationship. This emasculates you. This undermines you. If a woman claims she loves you but doesn't respect you, it's time to let the relationship go, because indeed she doesn't actually love you. Her love for you is her respect for you, that regardless of many of your flaws as a man, she can criticize you constructively. But if she's bringing you down, criticizing you in a way that says you are a low life, abuses you in every situation, even some women go as far as abusing their man in front of other people, you do not want to stand for this. Call that relationship a quit right now. The second huge reason you must end that relationship is constant argument and conflict over similar issues. You constantly have fights and arguments over some particular type of issues, and these arguments have never gone away since the inception of your relationship. it's time to call it a quit. What that says is that this person is not willing in any way to hear you out, and most likely you too may not be willing to hear her out. There are two opposing people, opposing forces here who do not want to come together to actually blend, and be one. If you have to keep fighting over things, there's been an argument over one thing and you guys argue about it again and again and again. It's been months, it's been years, it's been a long time, and these same things keep happening. And these things are core to you. These things are core to you, to you as an individual. You know what's important to you. If you don't, you better go back, sit back, and think of what's important to you. And if this person is aligning to it, you know what those things are. And if these things that she's doing or practices that she's doing are going against your own beliefs and your own values and what you want, your own outlook on life, and this has been a constant fight, my friend, I do not need to tell you that it's time to end that relationship that has gone on like this for the longest time. You do not want to be the person who constantly argues and fights. This has gone on for too long. I'm gonna let it go. You need to call a quit to a relationship like this. The third reason you need to let her go: infidelity, cheating. If you have been cheated upon by your partner, by your girlfriend, she will do it again. Emotionally, physically, entertaining other dudes, portraying herself in a way that says, I'm open, I'm inviting all these guys into my life, keeping that conscious mind, conscious openness to other men, and also going as far as being with them intimately. Let her go. And I'm not in the position to tell you what to do. I'm only in the position to advise you. And why I speak like this is because I want you to get fired up for your life. I want you to get fired up about your relationship. I want you to take some things seriously. You need to have boundaries as a man. That's what makes you a man. That's what defines you. If you do not have boundaries, if you do not have things you say to yourself, look, like, I won't take this, I won't accept this under any reason. I don't care who you are. If you cannot maintain these sort of boundaries with me, then this is the height of it. And you need to let it go. If your girlfriend has ever cheated on you and you forgave, I'm telling you, most likely she has done it again, maybe without your knowledge. Most women will not just come tell you that they've cheated because they know how to be subtle with these things. They know how to be discreet much more than men. And when that happens, only those who with a certain kind of conscience would probably come and say, their conscience is bringing them, and they confess to you. And if you've ever experienced that and you took her back, you do not have boundaries, and you need to investigate your own life on why you did that. You don't want that kind of person in your life being cheated upon. Let her go. I will tell you a really controversial one. If you know she's better off without you, you've tried, you've given your best, you know that this girl is probably in a different space of life than you might be, which says she might be ready for the next level of commitment. She might be ready to, live her life a certain way or pursue a certain endeavor. And you are not. You might be struggling with a lot of things. You might be struggling with drugs, addictions. You may be struggling with your finances. You may be struggling with all these things. And you're not in the position to have a relationship that will be smooth, cordial, where you can pour into another person's life. This is the essence of a relationship, because many people go into a relationship with the mindset of what they will gain, not what they will give. If you actually approach a relationship that I am here to pour into my partner's life, then both of you would be pouring into each other's lives, and it's going to make for a smoother relationship. If a girl is coming into your life saying, I'm looking for ways to serve him or be there for him, minister to his heart, to his spirit, and you have that same mindset, now your needs are going to be met. But if you are not in the place where you can satisfy or meet these needs of hers, you need to let her go. Many women may not be able to say, I want to end this relationship, because they're hung on you. But you know that no matter what happens, you are going to come short, especially for this season in your life. You need to let her go, my friend. once you're in a better place, if she is still available and you love her so much, you can start initiating the process of getting her back. If she's gone, then there is always going to be somebody for you out there. Guys, another huge reason you absolutely need to let her go is if you are being used. She has you for all those benefits attached to having a boyfriend. Say like what? Financial gain. She sees you as her provider. She is utilizing you for her own gain without necessarily contributing or giving anything back to you in any way, shape, or form. If you are starting out your life, most men who are already at a certain space in their life may not really care. They just, want the girl for what? Maybe pleasure. And then they are taking care of her financially. Yeah, it's an arrangement that's working for them. If you want something serious with a woman and she is dating you because she sees you as the financial source, or she's using you for sex. Many women also use men for sexual benefits and nothing else attached, no strings attached. It's just your body that I want. And that's pretty much it. She's using you for financial gain, sexual gain. She's using you for ceremonial gain even. Everyone else around her is married. So she doesn't want to come off like she's the only one who is single. And she's using you for that because she doesn't really want to get married to you, or even maybe not, she doesn't want to get married at all or have a relationship, but she uses you for ceremonial appearances and gains. You need to cut off a relationship like this quickly because it's of no use or benefit to you in any way. You will keep feeling like somebody is sucking out the life out of you and draining you. You are being used, my brother. There's nothing remaining of you. There's no multiplication in you, of you. Since you met this person, this is one huge reason to let her go. You can determine, everyone around you tells you, this girl is using you, and you stay. Because of what? You need to get the balls to let go of that relationship. One huge reason you need to let go: exhibition of abusive and toxic traits. Even common traits like being a narcissist or believing that the world revolves around you. She gets abusive physically with words as well, always losing her temper with you. And this is a constant thing in the relationship. I can't tell you how many guys actually experience this. It sounds like a man's thing, right? Like it's mainly men that do this. But women actually do these things. Women actually exhibit these same traits and this same character. And I'm encouraging you as a man, let a woman like this go. This sort of attitude, it's not something that would ever stop. The abusive nature, the toxic traits, tit for tat, these things will not stop. Let that relationship go. You will find somebody who can be with you, who can exercise even patience with you, irrespective of some ways that you may fall short, but you're constantly trying to improve. But if this person, which leads me to my last point, if this person never takes accountability, ownership, or responsibility of anything, it's time to let it go. You ask her, honey, are you okay with making something we could eat tonight? Can you make something we can eat tonight? And she says something like, I don't cook. I don't know how to cook. Okay, does it really end there? It doesn't end there. A woman who likes you would say, I don't know how to cook, but I can learn. I don't cook, but let me go figure it out. Let me go find what we can eat. Let me watch a video. Do something. Ownership, responsibility, important for any woman. This is somebody you're going to call a mother tomorrow. This is somebody you're planning life with. If there is no sort of ownership, accountability, letting you know what's happening, at what points, keeping you in the loop, keeping you informed, being open, transparent, accountable, not sneaking around, hiding things from you, being responsible, deciding and taking ownership of something, saying this part of this home, this part of our lives, this part of our existence resides with me. I take on this fundamentally, and you can depend on me for it. How many of you can actually depend on your partner for something? if you cannot raise your hand like this and be like, yes, I can, I'm telling you, it's time. If you as a woman too, you have a man who does not take ownership, not accountable, not responsible, man, that's even worse. We couldn't even speak to that right now. But a woman who's not going to take ownership in this way, it's time to examine that relationship and let it go. Guys, this is all I have for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope I see more of you. Take it easy.